Hi everybody. Oh. Hi everybody. So today I am doing my story on postpartum depression. It's pretty early in the morning. I think it's like 8 o'clock. I guess that's not too early. Anyway, I have coffee in hand and I am ready to talk about it. One of the reasons I did want to talk about my postpartum depression experience is because a lot of people find it to be taboo. They find it to be the mom is crazy, she wants to kill her babies or harm them, and that's not the case at all. I think, we should bring light to postpartum depression and make it an open topic to talk about. And I think more women would be willing to talk about it with their doctors or their families or their spouses, their other half, if it wasn't such a taboo topic, if that makes sense. So I wanted to bring to you guys my story on postpartum depression. I don't know if any of you guys knew that I had it, but I wanted to do the video after I had found a medicine that worked for me and I could reflect back and talk about my journey up to this point. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope this helps someone to come forward if they're feeling like they may need a little help in that department. So rewind, Sawyer is 4 months old. We're gonna go back to high school years for Kaylin, so 3-4 years ago. I suffered with depression my senior year of high school. I was very overwhelmed. I was very, I think the best way to describe it would be overwhelmed. I had constant mood swings. I was constantly sad, and I think it was just the mass amount of work that I had to do, plus being pressured to go to college, and just the shell shock of being thrown into the real world in less than a year. So I had gone to my doctor and I had talked to him about it, and he prescribed me, I don't remember what he prescribed me. It was I think it might have been Paxil. Yes, I think he gave me Paxil, and it worked. So a couple months later, after high school had simmered down and I had gotten into the groove of being in the real world, I weaned myself off of it. I took myself off of it and I was fine. So fast forward to the pregnancy, towards the end, I had talked to my doctor about how I thought postpartum depression may be an issue for me once Sawyer was here. And he told me, okay, that's fine. If you feel like you need the medication, call me, message me, whatever, and we will get you on something ASAP. Okay, fine. So I had Sawyer, and of course you have the flood of hormones leaving your body. So you're up, down, sideways, diagonal, and I thought that the start of my depression was just that hormone release. So before I left the hospital, he had come in and he goes, "Do you want the medication?" And I said, "No. I want to see how it plays out, see how I do." And he said, "Okay, fine. That's fine." So we get home, and I was very overwhelmed being a first-time mom with a newborn and having no idea what to do with this little teeny naked thing. I kind of just shut down. So during the days I would be fine, my mom would help, and I was kind of getting the hang of things, when he needed to eat, what the signs of him eating were, the normal things that you learn when you bring home a newborn. And at night, I was getting so frustrated with him. I was sleep deprived. And if any of you single moms, or any single moms watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about. You don't have that partner to wake up and help you. Or for you moms that do have a partner, but they work, so you don't expect them to get up with you. You're just drained. You're frustrated when that baby cries, when you can't do anything to console them, and you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning while you know everyone around you is sleeping. Very frustrating. And it got to the point where there was one night my mom came in to help me. I hadn't heard him cry. I was just sleeping through him crying. And my mom had come in and she picked him up and she went to hand him to me, and I had no reaction. I kind of just stared straight off, and that was it. Didn't want anything to do with him. And that was my kind of breaking point, because we talked about it the next morning and I felt really bad. I was like, that's not like me. I love him to death. Why would I be acting this way? And it's not like I was half asleep. I remember doing it, but it was unlike me. So that was kind of my breaking point, to where I messaged my doctor and he got me in and put me on a generic version of Zoloft. And the first week or two I was fine. I felt great. I did a total 180 and nights were great. Sawyer started sleeping through the night and everything was going really, really good. But then my medication kind of was playing against me. I started getting really foggy. I felt like the day was like a dream. I was kind of just like a zombie going through the motions of the day, and I wasn't really enjoying the days for what they were worth. So I went back to my doctor, talked to him about it. He said we could either up the dosage of your Zoloft, which doesn't make any sense because you'd still be foggy with a higher dose, or we can try something new. So I was like, let's try something new. So he put me on the generic of Celexa, which is citalopram. Excuse me. And that has been working great for me. And I've noticed there was a couple days that I missed my pill, and I think it was right after my hand surgery. I missed a couple pills and I noticed a difference. I was crabby, I was irritable, I was very short with Sawyer. So it made me realize how much it was actually helping, and I don't feel foggy. I'm really productive, and I have a feeling of I can do this. I can do this by myself. So that is my story with postpartum depression. Granted, it's not as extreme as some people, but for those of you out there who think you may be suffering with it, don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like someone's going to look at you like you're crazy. Contact your doctor. Talk to him or her about it, and I promise you, you will get the help you need. So that is about it. That is my story. I hope I helped someone to kind of recognize the signs and be able to talk to someone about it. And I know there's different medications whether you're breastfeeding or not, so that's something to talk to your doctor about as well. And I'm not a medical professional. I can only tell you what happened in my situation. So if you have any concerns, like I said, talk to your doctor. And I think that is it. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.